And welcome everybody to another installment of LA Lifestyle. I'm your host PvP back out here. We took a little break last week. We had a little family matter to deal with, but everything is good. Everything is good. We are here and kicking. And just to remind you too, we're on a KQBHLP out here in Los Angeles, California, on a 101.5 FM. Community service of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on lpfm.la. And I have another fun, amazing, talented musician here, artist. He goes by the name of FacevsIt, all the way from South Central California, and he has blessed us this evening with his presence. But really quick, too, I want to thank our sponsors. Yesterday we did our Hippie Fest, our first annual Hippie Fest. I want to shout out the Hippie Hot crew out there in Carson, California, man. You guys really held it down. It was a fun time. And guys, be on the lookout, too, because we got some more Hippie Fest coming up this summer. Also want to shout out Provoke Apparel, all the way out up in Portland, Oregon. Thank you, too, man, for all the support and all the merch. And go ahead and check out his website as well, provokeapparel.com. And first and foremost, just want to say that this episode tonight is dedicated to my late friend, Evan Arana. I got some news here a couple hours before we went on air, and just, want people to know that don't be afraid to, go and talk to someone if you have something on your mind, or you're feeling lost or depressed, or I'm always here, so know the LA Lifestyle and the whole squad. If you need to talk to someone, non-judgmental, judge-free zone, and you need someone to try to work you through a tough time, we're always here for you. So tonight's episode is dedicated to my friend, Evan Arana. I love you, buddy. I miss you. And until next time, man. But let's get this rocking, though, because I already know he'd want me to be here to keep doing what I was doing. So let's go to it. So FacevsIt, man. Thank you for coming out here tonight, man. How you doing?
Thank you, man. I'm blessed. I cannot complain. Feeling great.
Great. Awesome. Yeah, we're out here powering too. It's a good Sunday. I mean, we just had 420, so I hope everybody's lungs have properly recovered from yesterday. I know. I had a little chest pain this morning. But
Where?
No, I'm kidding. We're just having some fun tonight. But FacevsIt, we met over again. Just another talented artist that I have the opportunity of working with over at Exhibit. MC'd a couple shows. His boy was DJing and he was performing, so mutual connection. And then I'd reached out to him about 2 months ago, just to kind of see where you were at. And then we ran into each other at the B-Side show. Shout out to the guys over
Shout out to B-Side.
Shout out to the B-Side guys over there holding it down every Monday. They live, so make sure you check them out tomorrow. They'll be on again, 8 p.m. Holding it down like they always do.
They are the most consistent show I've ever witnessed, dude.
13 years, right?
They're nonstop. No, they have. I don't think they've ever missed a Monday.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I mean, there's 54 weeks in a year.
52 to 54, yeah.
Yeah, that's over 1,000 shows.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how they do it.
They got a good little thing going. They got a good little tight grit.
I've been watching them probably that whole time.
Yeah.
I remember when they were, not what they are now. I remember,
Didn't they have a good run where they were a little bit, there was a lot more emotion with that? It was there was actually a pretty big, this is the B-Side show.
Well, I mean, for me, it's still major. I feel like it's a staple. I feel like if you're from the underground in LA, you want to be there.
Yeah.
It's especially if you came up the way I did. I love them, man. They're also what they did have at one point was multiple shows throughout the week. Now I don't think they have any more shows.
Just the Monday night.
It's just the Monday night, yeah.
And so for you as a staple, what in the underground scene? How do you view right now the underground hip hop scene out here in LA? Do you think it's got a good little motion right now? Do you think there's some things that need to be worked on?
I think there's a lot of people riding each other's coattails. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not gonna name names and start any shit, but I'm just gonna say it I feel like there's the same circle of people circulating the same basic lineups. I think that I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I see some people coming out and trying to start a different movement on their own, especially out of the OC, which was Exhibit was doing that a little bit. Then the homies at the Rodriguez show linked with him and Noah James, and they did some things too.
Audio dope and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But I see Nancy G and Bravo, they got that Full of Life Entertainment. They're doing something pretty dope. But for the most part, it's a lot of just people riding each other's coattails.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But also I also think right now the underground is kind of an interesting thing because everybody can post and everybody can get on distribution services. It's easy.
So easy, yeah.
So it's kind of hard to define what the underground actually is, right?
Yeah, now it's just really all comes down to how you market yourself.
Exactly.
That's the biggest one. And with your marketing, I know we were talking before that. How do you really go about it? You say you have your marketing team, right?
I have a marketing team. They do help me, just get out there.
Do you think having, for say, in the underground scene, do you think is that a good thing for artists who are trying to propel themselves, like to have, like, if it's in the budget, and all that? Do you think it could benefit a lot of underground artists having that marketing team, or if they could just do their own stuff?
I think both. I think you should have some money. If you record a song and do a visual, now it's all about content, right? So you do like 10 pieces of content, do a full video, whatever. Even if you don't spend a lot of money on those things, the thing that you need to push is advertising, ads, like sponsored ads. Now you got to get like certain people to like make videos with your shit. Like, excuse me.
You good. We all get one.
Yeah. That's it. Free game though. Like. You should definitely put money into your content, to people posting yours and all of that. Like, I don't make music I do make music for fun. I do make music because I enjoy it, but at the same time, I want people to hear it. And there's so much white noise, you got to cut through it.
Yeah, and with the ambiance and just there's so many people doing so much stuff.
Right.
You got to make it work. And so for you, how long have you been making music? When did you start, writing bars, or your first song that you released? How long ago was that?
Well, I started as a poet, right? So I was 12 years old, 11, 12,
like
high school.
Middle school.
Woe is me. Everything is so deep when you're in high school. And then my friend Smurf, he heard it or he read it, and he was like, "You gotta put this on beats." And shout out to Street Rebirth, he's a man. And it just kind of grew from there.
So this was middle school for you?
Yeah, middle school, and then like it became, I dropped out of high school, so around 9th or 10th grade. So all I did all day was like, if I wasn't at work, I was rapping. Mm-hmm. So then at like 18. I was like on the promenade selling my mixtape, 3rd Street Promenade, Santa Monica, selling my mixtape, running from the security there that was trying to give you tickets and take your mixtapes because you didn't have a permit.
Yeah.
All of the above. Like, I remember I would literally go without gas because I didn't have a job, right? Yeah. And I would go and I'd be like, I'm not going to eat. I'm not gonna come back until I have money to go back home, you know what I'm saying? Because, gas wasn't so crazy back then.
This was like 2000, like mid-2000?
2008,
okay.
2007.
So, yeah, it's like, I still like $2-3 a gallon.
Yeah, $2-3. But, from...
Now, what it is now.
Central LA to Santa Monica was like, it was a good amount, Yeah. You can make it with $5 maybe, but you gotta eat. You gotta be there. So like, and then sometimes you would go into these parking lots and you wouldn't have money to pay the parking lot, so you'd have to, get the money to pay the parking lot so they don't give you a ticket when you left. But yeah, and I remember I would go. I had this homie at the time. I don't know where he is in the world, but he would beatbox, and I'd go up to people and I'd be like, "Hey man, you want to hear me rhyme? If you like what I do, go ahead and buy a mixtape." And so they would give me their name, and I'd make a freestyle with their name, and that was it. And that was like 2008, and ever since then it's been like a gradual build. I did take some time off when I had my first kid, and, got a real job, got all of that. I still have a day job. I think everybody that
95% of us have day jobs.
Right. I think everybody has this misconception that if you have a day job or something to fall back on, that you're not doing it, bro. Like, watch my work ethic. If you don't follow me, FacevsIt on everything. I promise you will believe that I'm doing it like it's full time and I have a day job. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what people thought too. For me, like, I'm new to all this. Like, I had someone come up to me and they're like, "Yeah, man, we need a little bit of a loan and we need an advancement on this." And I'm like, "Oh, you just think because I got a podcast and a radio show, I'm just rolling in dough?" Nah. I've had it happen a couple times, and it's like, I still wake up and get on my computer and, get some shipping labels ready. I still have to deal with what I have to deal with. Okay, well, it's time to go to work. Get the coffee.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Even, I think there's a boxer out, I forget what his name was, but he didn't go to Media Day because he had a shift at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And that fool's like, why am I gonna go to something I ain't getting paid for?
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah, man, keep the hustle hard. Don't let people downplay you. If you're going to work and you're coming from work to an event, I'm actually kind of more proud you're my friend because I already know how hard you had to work during the day to make sure you could get to the show.
Well, for me, it was always like my mom told me a long time ago. She was like, having a dream and working for that dream isn't like putting everything aside and just being broke and living off trying to get that dream. Having a dream and working for that dream is doing what you got to do, having your job, and then losing sleep working on your dream. Sacrificing everything else, working on your dream.
Not thinking about yourself.
Right, exactly.
Right,
And then there's that scene in 8 Mile, man. It always stood out to me. Like,
Which
after
one?
he wins everything and they're going to go party, and it's like, you're the man. He's like, nah, bro, I got to go back to work.
Yeah, exactly.
And he pieces out and he goes back on the bus and goes back to work because homeboy...
he was watching the thing.
Yeah,
right? He's
exactly.
like, don't do it. Oh, that's right. I remember
So
that.
that part always, like, him putting up the peace sign behind him, that part always stood out to me, and I was like, man, like, come on. Like, if that's not a message that you need to hear, get your job. Make sure you're working it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, right?
Yeah, and I got kids, man. I got 3 beautiful daughters.
Nice. I have a daughter, too, so you have 3 daughters.
Yeah, I got 3 daughters, and they're amazing. One of them actually just, she's in drumline, and she low-key taught herself how to play the drums. She's amazing. She just performed yesterday for the first time on tenor, and she walked out the Jackie Robinson family at a park playing the drums. You know what I'm saying? So,
I see where she gets it from.
nah, probably her mom. Her mom and her dad, super musical. They play like every instrument. I rap. That's what I do. But, I'm sure the encouragement helps. But she taught herself. I'm sure it's the Filipino bloodline. Shout out to my Filipinos out there.
Yeah. Shout out to all of us. We had Filipinos, our Filipino fam out yesterday in Carson holding it down. Much love, bro, out there.
They're like the most love ever. Like, if you get to enjoy a friendship or a relationship of like Filipinos, they're like all love. You know what I'm saying? And not saying no other culture is. I'm just saying, like, Filipinos in general just are all love, dude.
Yeah, and I actually haven't had too many bad experiences. There are probably some, like, in terms of, like, I love everybody, but, ethnically speaking, they're a very fun culture to associate with. And if you do have the time to make friends with some Filipino people, they are pretty awesome, so.
Yeah, they're dope. Every party they're gonna have karaoke. It's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah, and I know too. They got those. I think is a dim sum.
Nah, they don't have dims. I know they enjoy it.
Or what they're thinking? It's those little those buns.
Man.
Those sesame seed buns that are filled with.
It's ensamadas, I think they're called. They have like different. They have buns. They have buns, dude.
The little hot buns with the sesame seeds.
I don't know if they have sesame seeds. They got different stuff in there. They're kind of like empanadas, but it's
Filipino
bread. It's fire. I mean, they got a lot of great food, man. They got a lot of dopeness. But I forgot what my point was, man.
Filipinos.
Before that I got kids, so my job helps me take care of them because I got benefits, and they always never have to worry about going to the doctor. You got
what do you do for work if you don't mind me asking?
I work for the county. Yeah, that's it.
Orange or LA?
LA. Nothing major, just
like labor.
I just type stuff all day.
Oh, okay, yeah. You work in an office, or
I work in an office, man. Can you believe that?
Well, I mean,
man.
Do what you gotta do.
I do what I gotta do, man. It's nothing major.
I mean, my trade outside of here is I do quality control and I do electrical work stuff. So that's what I
electrical. I went to school to be an electrician.
I work with my hands. Well, electrical's the future. We're gonna need a bunch of electrical techs, bro. Hybrid, all that, man. Alternative fuel.
I mean, dude, go to trade school. That's all I'm gonna say. Go to trade school.
And trades are dying, man. Mechanics and electricians and plumbers and I mean,
people are always gonna need their things to run. So just go to trade school.
You could even start a small handyman business in like a senior area, or that's what my aunt did. She ended up inheriting a house from one of our family members, and she worked as a maintenance person for like 20 years at the Presidio in San Francisco, and then she moved up into the Sierras, and she ended up just becoming a handy person in that small little like senior town.
Making bread.
Making bread because hey, seniors need their washer and dryer to work. They can't do it.
Yeah,
they need their toilet to work. They can't do it. You know.
That's awesome. That's you know, there's a market. Wherever there's a market, just try to find it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's like with music. What I'm trying to figure out right now. People are always like, "What's your market? Like, who are you?"
I hate those questions.
Yeah, like who are you trying to speak to? Who are you trying to rap to? And I'm like, I'm just trying to make myself happy, fam.
To me, it's always like I want to find the person that's just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like that loves hip-hop.
Well, you're gonna once you find your fan base, then you're gonna find a million of them like you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm just looking for me.
And with your fan base, how well of a response do you get here in your hometown of LA?
It's interesting.
Or do you have a bigger following outside of Los Angeles?
According to my streams, it's everywhere else, like New York, Chicago. I think right now, Chicago's #1 on my new song. South America, because I'm Ecuadorian. A lot of Latin American countries, like sprinkled everywhere, and everywhere but LA. I think LA is like #8 in my top cities. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's still up there. It still gets a lot of streams. It's just I think it's like #8. But I mean, it's cool. Like people still like recognize me certain places, you know, when I go there. It's interesting though because they say, you know, my mom said in Spanish, "Nadie es profeta en su propia tierra," which means no one's a prophet in their own land.
Yeah.
So you gotta leave sometimes, blow up and come back. You know?
Yeah, go away. That's like, you know, I was mentioned with our show. We took a little time off and. It was good to get back on it, and I felt like it was like a rebrand almost, like with a new vision, and then people are seeing like what you have going on and like a better dynamic. And like, so for you with like say showcases, let's talk about some showcases here. Do you have any big shows coming up? Because I know last time I saw you, I think you had that one you were promoting over at B-Side.
What show was that? Oh, it was a release party for my video at the Stowaway Real Room. With Bellatini, Friends Over Followers, and Sneaky DJ.
And how did that outcome of that? That
was cool. That was actually the first time in a long time that I did something kind of by myself. Like not by myself, but like
homies
outside of being in a like showcase and stuff. Something that I actually promoted. Something that I sent out RSVP links for and all that. It was a good response. It was a pretty good amount of people there. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sober now, and it was like the first time I'm sober a year and about to be 10 months. And,
congratulations. I wish my little heart. I've tried a few times. It's
a journey. But it was the first time in a long time that I felt completely like myself, and I was out. So it was good, man.
That's good,
It was a good response.
When you have a positive reassurance of yourself, because I know I actually had a bad little stretch recently where I was getting booked at events to perform because I do music as well, and I just was like, I literally like left and went home before. Like, the anxiety, like just it was all off-putting, and then now I started going to these shows a little bit more level-headed, not getting all worked up and thinking you have to feel a certain way in order to put on a show for people.
And that's kind of what it was for me. I'd have like a drink or whatever right before I went on stage. I had to, and then it'd turn up after, you know, and it was just like...
It gets old quick.
Yeah, it took me a long time to realize it, but it gets old quick. And now I just feel...
You probably feel so good.
Oh yeah, I'm in the best shape, man, I've been in probably the last 10 years. I'm in the gym every day. It's
noticeable difference in the body, the emotion, the way you feel.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Probably eating a whole lot healthier too, because when you drink, you're like, oh, I just want some greasy food.
Man, now the next day especially, right? Get cured this hangover. But nah, man, it's really a blessing just to like be able to look in the mirror every day and just be like, yo, this is really who you are, you know? Like
sober,
it's like exactly. you don't have any kind of other so like other like influences in your body, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and influences for me, like I tell myself, so like we ate a Chamorro food for the event we did, right? So I had some Islander food.
Okay.
Never eaten that before, and I've been telling myself for like a year, I'm like, I'm so tired of eating like chicken and rice. I'm so tired of eating hamburgers. I just give it. I
love hamburgers.
Yeah,
cheeseburgers.
It's all good, but then like it's like, how do you think a cat feels or a dog? They eat the same thing every day.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I got 2 dogs, and my mom's is always like, I feel so bad for them. They smell all this goodness, and they have to eat that. And so she'll feed them from time to time, and it'll be so funny to me because I'm like, she's the one who doesn't like animals like that. Not that she doesn't like them, she doesn't want to be connected to them because then when something happens, she's emotional, right? And I'll just see her. I'll catch her like cooking them egg here and there, like, and I'm just like, what? Giving him a piece of chicken.
We used to mess around because I like watching the cooking shows, and there was, I think it was like Top Dish or something. It was a Gordon Ramsay show. I remember one night I messed around with my lady, and I took the cat food and I like laid out a line of it, took some gravy, did the little like drizzle of gravy, and then I took like a celery stick and like hung it off the side because our cats actually like greens. It's weird. Bro.
Oh wow.
They eat like spinach and kale and celery and like anything green
You got like some LA cats there.
I think I might have got some vegan cats from up north or something.
Right, what's going on there?
What's up with this vegan cat? So you have dogs.
I have 2 dogs. Yeah.
So are you a big animal guy? You've been lovey-dovey guy on the animals?
Oh yeah, when
I mean
my wife will send me videos of like, you know, gangsters with like crazy looking gangsters and like these little cute pets, and then they're just like all lovey-dovey with them, and she's like, this is you. And I'm like, I don't even notice it, man. I just love my dog.
Yeah.
It's one of them I'm really close to. She's like, I work out with her. She's a big dog. The other one's small.
What kind of dogs do you have?
So the small one's like a Maltese miniature poodle, whatever. Yeah. That's more like my wife and my kid's dog, like Snow. He's cool though. Actually, to be honest, he's kind of not a nice person to me all the time.
Pain in the you-know-what?
Yeah, he's a pain in the you-know-what. But, I mean, I still love him, right? And then we have Kona, she's like a year and a month old.
Oh, so kind of like a puppy energy?
Yeah, so I have to work out with her. I have to take her on long walks. She's a German Shepherd. So her dad, my father-in-law, their 2 dogs gave birth to this dog, so we know the lineage. The dad is a Husky, and the mom is a German Shepherd Akita. So
that's gonna be a big dog.
Yeah, well, she's a good size. I think she got the Husky was a smaller Husky. You know how they can be.
Oh, so it took away from that bigger. Because I know if you get a purebred German Shepherd, those things are really long.
And then she's long, and then the
big stock.
Akitas are huge.
Yeah,
you know, Akitas. She's got a nice neck. She's awesome.
That's good.
Super smart.
Yeah, I got cats. I've never been a dog person. I've always had cats my whole life. I got 2 4-year-old cats right now. They're brothers. Got them kind of like a group package over from Petco. But I mean, low maintenance. You know, I don't got to go walk the cat.
See, yeah, the dog. If I always wanted a cat that was the Savannah cats, the ones you have to walk.
Oh, you mean like the one that eat raw meat?
The big ones that look like they could go hunting for you. Because I'm like, those are awesome.
Come hunt you.
Nah. I heard that cats, if you were to die and your cats were there, they'll start eating your face right away.
I've heard that too.
And I heard dogs will take they'll only eat you if there's nothing else to eat.
Yeah.
And it'll take them a long time. So I feel like there's more loyalty there.
Yeah, well, they're carnivorous animals. That's how they were.
Well, they both are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the dogs are a little bit more loyal. I feel like they're like, no, I still love you, but I have to eat you now.
Yeah, like, you've been dead for a couple days now. I think the flies let me know that, right? But with your music inspiration before, too, we're going to get in and we're going to play your new single here. And how, am I saying, is this Dime 2?
No, Dime 2.
Dime 2, yeah, that's my good old English accent right there.
I'm Latino, so a lot of my music from the day I started rapping has been Spanglish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to do that at first, but my guy Preach the Truth was like, man, he had this dope beat. He's like, the only way you're going to be able to rap on this is if you rap in Spanish.
Yeah.
And once I did, I fell in love with it. I was like, I don't know why. Because Spanish is actually my first language.
Mm-hmm. Ecuadorian, so Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't start speaking English really until I went to school. Like, my mom made it a point to speak to me in Spanish.
And did you move here from Ecuador?
No. I was born and raised in L.A., but every summer until I was like 12, 13, around there, teenagers, every summer I spent in Ecuador.
Oh.
So I'm very, like, there's a town that I'm from, like, I performed there a year ago, actually, like, this week.
You went to your hometown.
I went to my hometown and I performed. 24 de Mayo.
Do you get love out there? Do the homies like?
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you, I got like a little bit of a fan base in South America. That they love me. They rep me heavy in my little town.
That's cool.
Yeah, those are my people.
Because like almost to them here, you being here, it's like you're that superstar, you know, for their.
Exactly.
You know, and that's great. So if you want to talk a little bit about this, you said it was a beat that you got. And you said you had to rap on Spanish.
Oh no, not this one.
Okay.
That's just in general. That's how I started rapping in Spanish. No, this song right here is produced by THX Beats. He's a genius. He's a madman.
And this is someone you've worked with closely?
We're working on an album together.
Okay.
We're working on an album together, everybody.
Dropping dimes over here.
This is the lead single for sure. We don't have a release date yet. We're still working on a couple more songs, but it's very much Latin influenced as I am, as you can tell. And my homegirl Shelly from Colombia. Now she was born and raised in Colombia. She's out here now. She's doing big things. She was down to do actually she invited me to do a record with her. I jumped on her song. That song's still not out, but it will be out this summer. And I invited her to do a record with me. And this is Dime Tu, which came out, and it's awesome.
All right, well, guys, we're going to take a little intermission here.